Hello, I am Lana Rose, and
And Jordan Winston.
we'd like to welcome you to our first episode of our podcast.
Yes, I'm very excited, aren't you, Lana?
Well, I'm excited to get into some deep, deep things and, just share some fun laughters with my friend over here.
So, what is our first topic for today?
Well, since me and you both were reality TV stars, or are reality TV stars, I wanted to ask, how was your first experience being on camera?
That is a great question.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Being on camera, child. What was my first company? My first filming company was, oh gosh, I can't think of the name. Um,
Nothing
Something
forgettable.
along the line. Yes, well, yes, they were definitely forgettable. But I think it was Euphoria TV.
Euphoria
We were
TV.
doing this.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So we were doing this show. They shut down, but we were doing this show. Um, and it was pretty much like an all male show, reality show. Okay, whatever. It was called The Viscounts of the Garden District. Crazy
What a
name.
name.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
what a name.
Okay. So it was fine. It was going well. I had some of my close friends on there actually. I don't know how we all got casted. But and I don't know. I just one day things went left and I left. I left the show. Um and from that point on is I started Apollo TV and I realized I went through many shows, many projects. I did this show called Monarchs of Medicine. It was supposed to be like
Mm,
a all doctor show. I did my family show, Keeping Up with the Winstons, and all
mhm,
of them were failing. Yeah, I even had to pray about it. I was like, why is all this stuff failing? Like, why is that thing happening for me? What is going on? And then one day I realized that I can't be on the show. I can't be a
mm,
cast member. I
mhm.
realized that my problem is that I wanna run it and also be on it, and I can't do that.
So is that
And
like
it took a lot of real
a control freak thing or just
okay, well, not too much, Lana dear, honey, don't push it. But, I mean, yes, I guess you could say that. Yeah, I guess it was something along the lines. It never gave control free, but it definitely is something like that. Um, anyway, so yeah, and then, from that point on is when I launched Apollo TV again because I shut it down, child. But then I put it back up and I started the infamous Real Housewives of Polk County.
oh,
I
Silver Springs?
found
Oh, wow.
Polk County. um, yes, I started Polk County and I found my good friend Victoria to audition. We had a lot of auditions actually, a lot
Drama.
of different people.
Oh,
And
addition, sorry.
Victoria used to live in Atlanta, and they used to do this show called The Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I guess it didn't go well,
I fell
and somehow
through?
mm, mm-mm. So they ended up over here.
Mm,
She moved to Polk County. I was new to Polk County. We linked. She got me connected with her sister Carla. Yes, and
mm.
what's the for what happened?
Well, we'll get into that later.
Okay, yes, we will. Anyway, uh, anyway, from that point on, yeah. So I found them, and yeah, I found Shanita, I found Sierra, found uh production even has a
Great
believe this
people.
part. Yes, yes, I found my
Well,
daughter's fiance. Mhm.
they were great people, and it was great television. I just always
Okay.
assumed Seance was too busy to be part of the cast, but again, we'll talk about that whole
Oh,
thing later.
yes,
Um,
we will.
mhm.
Yeah,
For me,
but
the first time being on camera, it was like very, very nerve-wracking. Like I watched a lot of reality TV shows growing up, and it was just always a dream of me to be behind the TV, like be behind the camera, and just be myself. So when the cameras first came, it wasn't hard, but anybody would be nervous if a big camera would just be in front of your face like that, and you just were you nervous?
Um, Not really. I mean, I grew up like having cameras in my face because my grandma had this big old photography thing, and she used to always put it in my
Mm.
face. So yeah, it's
Well,
way
in
before
Queens,
your
New
time.
York, we didn't have that. Okay, so
Yeah.
it was very,
I'm
it
aware
was
you
very,
grew
very
up.
hard.
Yes, you grew up in the
Hmm.
projects, right?
No, I grew up in the suburbs in Queens. Okay, not no projects.
You grew up in the
Not like
projects,
other
guys.
people on my show. Not like other people on my show. My show.
Oh,
But anyway,
oh,
so
your show,
yeah, it
show is
was.
your show? It's your show.
Yeah, it's my show.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I carried the season. I think I really do. But
Oh,
anyway, like I
well,
was
listen.
saying, uh, it was this. Once I got like through my first filming, I just got the gist of it, and I was like, you know what? It shouldn't be that hard to just be yourself. I think that's what a lot of people tend to forget. Just be yourself.
Okay. Um. Yeah. I don't know. It was. Yeah, you were very shy. I'm not gonna lie. Like when you first were
Hmm.
filming, as I call it anyway, you were stuttering. It was like
Yes.
you were having hot flashes. It was a lot, you know, and it, it was giving premenopausal. But
Oh,
but it
not pretty much.
happened. You know,
I'm not
look at me.
Sierra. I'm not her age
Look,
yet, right?
that was messy. But look at you now. Look at how far you've come. So
Look at me
yes,
now. Look at me now.
yes, yes. Look at you now. Okay. Anyway, okay. What's our next topic? Because I don't want to talk about you anymore.
Well, since you were behind the screens and like seeing everything went down, what were your thoughts on Polk County? Like from the beginning to all the way to the end.
Well, actually, I'd like to hear
Oh,
your thoughts
that
first.
was a very long pause. Well, as a
Yeah.
viewer, it was very fun. Like, the people were funny. The cast was funny. I had to have some few chuckles. I thought some of the confessionals were very Chat GPT influenced, but that was
Mhm.
debunked, I guess. Um, it's just you. It was a very, very, very interesting woman, and like it's just hilarious. My favorites were Monica Hart. That's probably
Oh,
surprising.
really?
And yes, yeah, I did like her. And
Okay.
Carla, I did. She was funny. Of course, I feel like she was the personality of the show. She kind of, she kind of helped her sister out a bit because Victoria was she was kind of quiet.
Mhm.
I would say she was our Kennedy, but like way more quieter than Kennedy because I just didn't really get much from her, but other than being Carla's sister.
Yeah, throughout the years on Polk County, Victoria, don't get me wrong, I love Victoria, I do. But she just, I think this season she started to step out of Carla's shadow and started to become her own person. I can definitely see
Good,
that because
good.
a lot of times people will talk about how, oh, it's always Victoria and Carla. But this season, from what I've seen so far, because we just picked it up. But from this
Hmm.
season, Victoria, she has her own thing going on. She went through something very tragic that we did, and a lot of we saw it on the blogs. Her husband
Yeah.
going through what they well, we actually got that on camera as it happened. She called production back as soon as we wrapped up filming at her house, telling them they needed to come back because she had got put out of her home by her cousin. So it
Wow.
was a lot going on, but yeah, it was difficult for her. But other than that, as other than that, I think Polk County, let's be clear, it is it was reality gold. It was Apollo's first show.
No, it
When
was.
we
It was.
it,
It was. It was.
it, it was something that in this community, the Real Housewives has never gotten done. People have had many attempts, but failed many times. And with Polk County, we were the first to actually do it. Apollo did that. Jordan did that, honey. Caden Clark did that. Yes, give a round of applause for Caden. Caden Clark did that. We did that on our own. We made Apollo something. And, Polk County was our founding mother, I'd say. And, whereas with
Mhm.
season itself on season one, it was hectic. I'm not gonna lie, although I just talked all that good about them, I actually never saw myself working with any of those ladies again. I hated the show. I hated
We s- we saw.
it was very difficult, and especially it was difficult because we were just starting. We didn't have much, so it was hard for me. It was really hard. Carla,
Was it just like
mhm,
people thinking that they were bigger than a program or what?
wouldn't say that. I think that
Mm.
although me and Carla are in a better place now, in the beginning, Carla and I bumped heads a lot. Uh, Always, I don't want Carla, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but Carla Carla she thought she
Wow.
was this star. And now don't get me wrong, now Carla was a damn star. She ran that show. But
She
it got
did. No, no, she really did. Yeah.
yeah, she definitely did.
Audio
But
turn.
it got to a point where she was doing like too much. Okay, you're leaving your drama on camera. Don't you bring it off the and what she was doing was she was overdoing it. She Me and her had many arguments. There were many times where she was stage leaving the show and had me chase after her. And it got to the point where one day I said, "Well, I don't want your ass back." And from
Hmm.
that's when I think it clicked in her that she had to get it together. And ever since me and her have been friends, close friends. That's my girl. I love Carla. I do. My OG of the PC. And we go through our tough times, our rough times, but I don't know what I'd do without Carla and Apollo, child. She's my problematic. She's my only she's my worst acting housewife. She's my problematic. She's entitled. I love everything about my OG, but she can do too much.
And I thought
Victoria,
Sierra was the worst.
well, yeah. Sierra is who Sierra is. We cannot judge her. Um, but I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about it. Polk County, yes.
Hmm.
If you wanna rewatch that season for your own, no, I'm never releasing that part 2 and part 3 of the reunion, but you can watch
Which
whatever.
I've begged him to because it was just amazing. Like it was like hilarious. I was watching it on my TV with my hand deep in these Doritos, and I'm like, "Where's the next?" Like I was confused as to where it was. We really need more, and I would keep begging him. Don't worry, y'all.
Yeah,
We might get this out of him this year.
well, I know, child. I contacted Apollo NBCU. I had to contact Peacock. I had to call all them and tell them that I did not want that aired because it was so much going on with those ladies. And I felt like that was their big lesson. And I'm not gonna go back on it. Maybe maybe let me not say never. Maybe one day we'll release it, but the fans will have to show me that's really what we want, child. Because I don't see
And we want it uncensored and extended,
yeah, I don't
please.
know about all that, child. But we'll see. I don't yeah. Fans, feel free to watch the reruns. I think they still air it on a site. But yeah, Polk County, it was the founding mother, and we respect it. We do. So yes.
Mhm.
But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce our next topic. Silver Springs season one. Now everyone knows that Silver Springs is Apollo's newest show. It's the big hot topic. It's what everybody's talking about. And you know,
Very heavy on hot topic.
yes,
Very, very heavy on hot
definitely.
topic.
Now the thing is that people are not used to these kind of ladies, so we're gonna see how they react. But um, I do know that the people are in for a treat, honey. They definitely are. I'm
Well,
excited.
they most definitely are. And not only because of the fact that I'm on there, but also because of the fact of it's wrong. and it went in for me personally. Not to spoil it, but it did get very dark
Yeah, it
part
did. I shouldn't
on one of the scenes,
shouldn't have to fly all the way.
and it's not one of
Say
my proudest moments. It's not
it
one of my
isn't.
proudest moments, but you can't just keep poking the bear and expect not to just get scratched in your face when you continuously kept poking the bear, right?
Yeah.
But I'm
I
not
mean, well,
gonna keep talking about that part. The viewers just have
I
to
mean, like,
see on how they feel about it.
but you were wrong.
I
Yes,
was,
I shouldn't have
I
had
was,
to.
but
I
I
had to
was
hop.
not thinking
I had to,
on. Hmm. You did,
I had to
you did. I was
hop on my.
surprised. That's when I thought the show had took on a different spin. Like I thought it was getting really, 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 really serious, and actually took the time and came to really know. That's when I knew that it was serious. Not
Yeah,
when
I
she
had
was
to fly.
chasing me,
I mean,
not
we
when
had to
she
pretty
was
much have
chasing
a.
me everywhere behind the backyard, but when you came,
Yes, yes, because yes, when Lana saw me approach that door, she was in shock, honey. Yes, but it was a lot going on. But I think the girls are in for a treat. I think the Silver Springs is gonna be good.
they are,
I
they are.
think that
It's something different. I think it's
it is.
something different.
It's something
Aesthetic
very good.
wise, aesthetic
Yes,
wise, like cast members wise, it's something very, very different.
it's not what people are using. Well, I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but there's this one girl on there, and she will have you snore. She will have you go to sleep. She will have you put your eyes back in, let them do them tight, go to bed in a Ebenezer Scrooge sleeping gown. Um, you would go to sleep, and
It's not me. That's
I'm not
for
gonna,
one.
I'm not gonna
That's
say
for
her name.
sure.
I'm not gonna say her name. Just know, it gets boring at one point. But don't
Hmm.
give up hope. Please don't give up hope because it's gonna get better. It got better mid-season. That's what I'd say. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited though. I'm excited for the reunion, aren't you?
I'm well because of the dark scene. I am kind of nervous about that part, and
You're kind of exit from your whole friend group right now, so I would be scared too.
yeah, well, it's just it will taking a break from these people. They're not even women; they're just people to me. It was just when I had. I don't want to keep. I don't want to just tell the whole entire thing, but I'm not gonna get into that. But just know, I hope the viewers understand where I was coming from. It was not something
Well,
that
we
I
will.
just
We'll
said
have
out of
another
nowhere.
podcast.
It was something I did think about. Hmm.
We'll
Hmm.
have another.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it whenever it drops, and we'll have to come on here so you can tell your actual side of the story. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm excited. I am. I'm very excited. I just hope that the audience has the correct response to it.
Hmm.
Anyway, so our next topic for sure
Now,
is
I have another topic.
mhm,
Besides me, who is your favorite cast member in Housewife from Apollo?
um okay, y'all are trying to get me in trouble. I see we're setting people up. First of all, very bold of you to assume that you're the favorite. Um,
Well, I'm sitting here in the podcast with you, so I don't know.
yes, okay. Okay. Well,
It does seem like
uh,
favorite.
anyway, I don't anyway, I I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think that everyone is my favorite different topics. I think that um gosh. I mean, I think Shanita makes me laugh the most. Victoria, I don't think anyone else catches it, but she's really shady. And I love Victoria for
Mhm.
that. When she's not when she's not whispering behind Carla. She is very shady.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't really have a favorite. I mean, I love everyone equally, I do. But what about you? Who's your favorite besides yourself?
Well, for me, Michelle, although we're not in a great spot right now, she is very, very hilarious to me. And um, we had some fun times off camera, and I didn't want to talk about it. It's just it's her. It's her.
Okay. Who's your least favorite?
Sierra. No, no other comment, no other response, just Sierra. That's all. No,
Okay.
who's your least favorite?
Oh, I it's against my I
Mm,
can't say. It's against the rules. Uh,
it's Sierra.
my my
It's Sierra, y'all.
co-founder,
Sierra.
Kaden, I hope you're not watching this show. He would probably kill me if I did say who my least favorite. But you know who you are, honey. I'm sorry. Snooze fest, like I'm Taylor. You know who you are. Um. Okay. So I am going to enter our next topic. The last one, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna talk. Oh wait, no, it's not the last one. Okay, man, sorry guys. It's a little trivia game. Who deserves a second season? Between Polk County and Silver Springs. Now you can, Lana. You can mention the other girls. I mean, the new girls from Polk County. However, no one knows them, so it would kind of be awkward to mention people that no one really knows. But who like a beat how do I put it? Between everyone, every cast member, every housewife, whether it be friend of the show, former friends, who would you say deserves a second season?
First and foremost, Monica. I'm sorry, but Monica. I think she brought
Yeah,
the fashion. I think
that is a
she
very bold statement.
definitely handled it. Huh?
You don't even you don't even know who you is, girl.
I know. I'm just talking as someone who's watched it. So we do follow. Yeah, we do follow each other. So there's that.
I mean,
Um,
y- no. Next, any
another person who deserves a conversation.
it
Iron,
goes. Well, also, I mean,
Iron.
I
I
really,
think she did bring it a little bit towards the end, and I would want to see more of that.
really, okay.
Hmm. She
Anyone
did.
else from anyone from your show deserves a season? Like, who would you put
Um.
off?
Oh, this is really. This on top of what I said at the dinner. You just want my head on the silver platter at that
I,
reunion, don't you?
yes, I do. It brings in
Um.
viewers.
We gonna plead the fifth on that one.
Okay,
I don't want to
you
give
got,
it up.
okay. So you think everyone else deserves? So everyone on your season deserves a second season.
Everyone deserves to eat at the Apollo dinner table. At the Apollo
Okay.
dinner
Well, what
table, I
about
feel like
Pope?
everybody deserves to eat. Someone
Okay.
who
What
shouldn't
about
come
the OG?
back. Um. Uh.
Oh. Um. Doom 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 doo doo. Somebody play the Jeopardy music. Do 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 do.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Sierra. Sierra shouldn't have came back. How about that?
She shouldn't have or should.
She shouldn't. She shouldn't have. That could have left where she
So you're saying
was at. I feel as though she seen that you canceled Tokansi and she came crawling to the next city to see where Apollo was going to pick up the cameras. And that's what she did. She succeeded. I'll give her that. I'll give her that.
uh I mean I guess. Yeah. I mean, she's gone, so anyone else from Polk County, do you think like Carla, Victoria Senior, are you
I
are
think
you in agree?
they're, other than the fact that Victoria is so quiet, I think they fit Polk County glamorous wise. They're wealthy. I see their houses. And I think they fit.
Speaking of the Bridget sisters, they why is there a rumor going around saying that you went to Carla's plastic surgeon and you traveled all
Let's
the way down to
debunk
Polk?
that. Let's debunk. I have not touched my
Yeah.
face not one time. I have not been under a scalpel not one time
Really?
for my face. Yes,
Are you really?
I'm sure. Nothing.
Lana,
This is. I promise
Lana,
you. I promise
Lana,
you. I
Lana,
promise you.
Lana.
Okay, maybe a little tweak, but like I did not just remove my whole entire face just to copy Carlos. No,
I don't know.
and
Can
I
can
don't
we
see the
like?
resemblance.
Oh, I'm gonna have the editors put a close up of you both, and we'll see how it looks together. Cause I don't know. I see the resemblance, honey. I mean,
I just
you
think we both love Bob's. That's all.
no, but hey, you know, who am I to judge? Anyway, okay. What about okay? You were saying something. You believe they all belong back. What about Journey Genesis?
Hmm.
Do you know who that? Do you know who Journey
I
is?
seen her when she was terrorizing Sierra. Anybody who doesn't like
Yeah.
Sierra is a friend of mine, so I feel as though she should have came back. So yes, Journey, come back.
Who you- Journey's looking for a place to go. I heard she's looking
I
to get on the
see
show.
it. I see it.
A-
I do on my
Apollo.
timeline. You know, she's 1 minute she's Los Angeles husband, and then the next it's just she's just hopping, network hopping. We gonna call that
Yeah,
what it is,
Journey.
network hopping.
Yes, Journey wants a position. She emailed me a few weeks ago. And I'd be
Oh,
willing actually. We don't have any openings. We don't have any room. We already know the cast for season 2 of Silver Springs, and Polk County just
oh.
started. We don't know. I wouldn't. I don't have any more for her to go.
But what about Married to Medicine? Because she's a mortician, right? Or is that
Journey.
someone
That's
else?
Kim.
No, I think that's Kimberly. Yeah, never mind.
That's that's my sister. Journey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what Journey is. Child. I don't know what job she got. I
A
don't.
network hopper is that's her occupation. A network hopper.
I know we had a talk, but that was way before. That was when I still had my black hair, honey. When she had her talk show. Uh, that was a long time ago.
So for a very long, very long time ago, huh?
Okay,
Well,
well, honey,
this is
it,
this is just a question. This
um,
isn't on one of our topics, but what was the straw that broke the camel's back when you decided to stop the cameras on Clubhouse?
um, that is a good question. Um, I think that it was Carla. It was Carla. I told you. I said
Hmm.
earlier, how Carla used to stage leaving. And
Hmm.
one person in Journey had got into a very, very heated argument. They had, matter of
Hmm.
fact, the whole cast had they kicked Monica because Monica was coming back as a housewife. They kicked Monica off the
Really?
show. Yes, they kicked Monica off the show. They did not want her on anymore. And Journey, me and Journey had got into it, and then Carla, because I was gonna put Journey off the show. Carla Epson decides that, well, if you put her off the show, then I'm leaving. Obviously, she wasn't actually going to leave. Everyone knows this, child. Carla ain't going nowhere. She loved her check from Apollo. She loves Apollo, and Apollo loves her. But she definitely thought that I was gonna agree with it. But in this particular moment, I told her that, like, I mean, I threw my hands up in the air and I said, "Hey, like, it is what it is, and if you want to leave, then I'm done." And she realized that the door was actually closed for her this time, and Victoria left right behind her, and I was left with Shanita, Sierra, and I think 2 other cast members that we didn't fire yet. We were gonna make a Married to Medicine with those people, and then we launched Silver Springs. So
Hmm. The best
yeah,
decision ever, by the way.
y'all were actually supposed to replace Polk County. I never thought that Polk County would be back, but hey, I mean, shit happens. So we're back.
I think, and I'm gonna be honest, I think when they announced it, that's what pressured everyone to start doing their jobs. Because at first, it was only me, Sierra, and Michelle that was doing our jobs.
Oh, so you mean when we announced the renewal.
Yeah, I think Brielle being the quote unquote anchor of the show. That's when she started, and Ian and Kennedy. I think that's when everybody started actually doing their jobs. So thank you for that, because
Well, you're
it's getting kind of boring. I thought I moved into the wrong city for a little minute.
yeah. I would have placed you on Polk County, but you probably would have gotten chewed up, child, because you can't read no more. But yeah. So anyway, moving into our next topic, we're gonna give a little bit, and we're not gonna keep this long because we're gonna actually bring this into the next podcast episode as well. But we're gonna talk a bit about dating lives. So Lana, how's your dating life? Like, what's going on there?
Well, I've been too busy with my business and filming.
Really, your
So
business?
yeah, it's still being built at the
I mean,
moment.
I
It's almost
found you.
done.
I casted you a year ago, I believe.
Hmm.
And
Well, it takes time to
it takes
fully
time.
build something.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. It takes time.
it
Yes,
takes time
it takes
to
time.
build something
Yep.
perfect. I don't want like a shack like Sierra did. She built so fast to be on
Okay.
the show, and now she could barely lift up her head comfortably without hitting her head neck on the wall. So yeah, it does take time to build something great. Um, so I've been too busy with that. I haven't been focused on anything else with that. How about you?
Mm.
Because we've seen that Instagram post,
Okay.
by the
Yes,
way.
everybody. Yes, everybody saw the post. That is my new man. For now. Uh, ah, ain't too much talk, but I was fresh out of a relationship when I met him. I was with this guy, and I felt like I was never enough for him. He always had an issue. Or it's like, maybe he didn't have an issue. Maybe it was me. I think that I definitely was requesting a lot out of the relationship. And he just was not a person that was open to emotions a lot. Like, it's like I was begging for him. I was chasing after him 24/7. It was me giving my all in the relationship, and he was giving the bare minimum. And you know, we talked about it. We had a long conversation and we eventually ended things off. But, you know, I'm sure he's watching this and I wish you well, honey. That's all I'm gonna say. But as of today, Jordan Winston is with another person. We're doing fine. Um, and I'm excited. I'm excited, but that doesn't mean I'm held down. I'm still looking around. I'm still mingling. I'm still going out doing my thing. I'm still clubbing and going out. But I'm trying to settle down. I am.
You need to give Sierra the creaming joints that you use because she's getting
Okay.
tired.
Okay. Well, that was very messy, but we're gonna end things off there. Um,
No, I
thank you
was
guys.
having fun.
Oh yeah. Well, no, 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 no. We're gonna leave it there. Um, Thank you guys so much for joining us on our first
I
episode.
hope we kept you entertained, y'all.
Yes, I'm sure. I mean, I think, well, Lana, you know, just looking at your face and all your surgery, that's enough entertainment alone. But, I want to thank you guys so much for coming and watching and tuning in. We will be back probably in about 2 weeks with our next episode. And
Yep.
yes, thank you for tuning in to Between Us. Do you have any goodbyes, Lana?
Mm, be yourself.
Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, for watching. That is a wrap.